I'm Deepak Chopra. You're watching One World with Deepak Chopra. The program is coming to you from New York City today from the NASDAQ building. My very special guest is Linda Bender, who has a doctorate degree in veterinary medicine. She's a lifelong animal advocate, and we're going to talk about her work through the years with animals and her new book, Animal Wisdom, Learning from the Spiritual Lives of Animals. So before we get into all this, Linda,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about yourself. Where were you born? Where did you grow up,
Yes.
etc.?
Yes, I was born in New Jersey, and I had a very normal childhood, except that I was given the name Nature Girl very, very early in life. And a story comes to mind of when I was very young, actually one of my very first memories
Good.
of life, and I was awakened about 2 a.m. in the morning by a screaming. So I got my parents up, we ran outside, and there in a little heap was a tiny bunny. Mom was gone, it was frozen in terror, had a near-death experience with a larger animal. So I scooped up that little bunny, and I brought it inside. And I took the bunny and I lay down on the kitchen floor, and I put that bunny here by my chest so it could feel my heartbeat. And it was the first time in my life that I felt immense waves of love, engulfed in love.
And you were how old?
Oh, I was probably guessing 5, 4.
I see.
But I distinctly remember knowing that we were together, but we were part of a much bigger reality. And that has never left me. So I spent so many years, and still do, healing and helping animals. I naturally got a degree in veterinary medicine, and I am still advocating.
So when did you think of the idea that animals had a spiritual dimension to them? Do you believe all animals do that? Have this spiritual dimension? Rodents, insects, mammals? Where do you draw the line?
I don't. All life is soul. And that's another lesson I learned very early in life. Actually experienced it with a robin in a tree, again at a very early age. Well before 7. I think before we put those barriers up, the question, because we're so free and open to believe when we're children. And I was invited into their reality. And their reality is all one. There are no separations in the great reality, and I was invited into that world.